You're watching Nevada Business Chronicles. Take a journey with us to see the innovative businesses that put Nevada on the business map. Connecting you with the businesses, events, and organizations that bring innovation and prosperity to the Nevada area, please welcome your host, Mitch Burney. We're here today at American MedFlight Inc. Air Ambulance. They've been serving the state of Nevada for over 2 decades, providing medical transport for injured and ill people from the farthest reaches of our state to local major medical centers. Today, we're going to meet the president and CEO, John Burrell.
Mitch, good to see you.
Good to see you, John. Thanks so much for being on our show and sharing your air ambulance with our community. I'd love to start, if you don't mind, by taking a look around inside one of these planes and showing them all the specialized equipment necessary to transport patients.
Let's take a look, Mitch.
I love that. John, I can't imagine the capital investment to put one of these air ambulances together, and you have a fleet of them.
We do, Mitch. The capital investment's about $1 to $1.5 million, and we operate 5 of these aircraft throughout the state of Nevada and Northern California.
And what kind of aircraft are we looking at right now?
Mitch, you're looking at a Piper Cheyenne. It's a twin turboprop aircraft powered by what's called PT6, Pratt & Whitney PT6 engines, cruising speed about 300 miles an hour over the ground. So to give you an idea, if you were to drive out to Hawthorne, or if you were to need to be transported by ground into Reno from Hawthorne, that's about a 3 to 3.5 hour drive over bumpy roads in whatever kind of weather might be present. It's about a 25-minute flight in this aircraft.
Well, that is a big deal when it comes to critically injured patients.
Absolutely. We all know that time is of the essence when you're ill, critically ill or critically injured. And 25 minutes versus 3 hours, 3.5 hours is a huge difference. It's life-saving.
I imagine that there's some personal reward involved in the number of lives that you have impacted over your career in doing this.
You know, Mitch, when I was going to college, the way I paid my way through college was working at Renown. It was Washoe Medical Center at the time, and St. Mary's. I did lifeguarding in the summers, and it was my favorite job by far growing up as a kid, working and helping people in emergency medicine. Went off and did some other things, eventually landed in aviation, and I absolutely love aviation. That's my favorite adult job, I would say. So bringing these two together has been a fantastic match for me personally.
Personally rewarding, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
Well, if you don't mind, I'd like to take a look inside this aircraft and show them really what it takes to support a patient during transport.
Mitch, what you're looking at back here is the major components of an airborne ICU. I tell people that whatever you'd find at a major medical center ICU, you're going to find that equipment on this airplane. In many cases, more advanced equipment than you would find in those ICUs, and in very, very many cases, more advanced life-saving equipment that you'd find in rural hospitals.
I can imagine that the type of EMT necessary to operate in these types of quarters and under this kind of pressure is a specialized individual as well.
We've got the best nurses and EMTs, actually it's an EMTP, paramedics, in the business as far as I'm concerned. It takes a special breed of nurse. It's not so different for paramedicine because paramedics are trained to be field responders, so they're trained to deal with field emergencies. Nurses tend to be trained to the hospital environment, and they tend to be used to having a doctor kind of watching over their shoulder, having a lot of support staff around. Our nurses, on the other hand, don't have that same kind of support. So they're very type A personalities. They have to be able to make a decision on their own quickly in order to save a life. We have the best medical director that I've ever seen in this industry, bar none, Dr. Brett Fry, who also is the medical director of a major area medical center here in town. Brett establishes a protocol that these folks are able to operate under, that the nurse and medic operate under. They're able to essentially practice medicine almost independently as long as they practice within the protocols that Dr. Fry has identified for them. So it really takes somebody who can assess what's going on, who can look at their patient, who can consider the protocols that they're working under and make a decision to save a life.
And I'm sure over the course of decades, you've saved many of those.
Many, many. I have no idea how many citizens of Nevada are here today because of the work of the nurses and medics who have been part of this company for so long.
which is the fundamental reason why we wanted to share your service so much with our community. I want to take a look further inside here because even the transport systems, the gurneys that the patients lie on, are special for this unit.
Mitch, as you can see, the interior of this aircraft has been completely reconfigured for air ambulance work. What I'm sitting on right now is called a LifePort Plus unit. It's a specific unit designed for patient transport. It's used by the military, and it's the #1 unit used for patient transport because it allows us to slide the gurney into and out of the aircraft. It also has a lot of equipment built into it. It's got an integral oxygen tank, it's got a pump, a suction unit, and most importantly, this unit has to be designed to withstand G-forces that a plane would experience. So the aircraft is certified by the FAA as a Piper Cheyenne. This is not a piece that the FAA sees rolling out of the factory floor. So this piece of equipment has to be manufactured to specifications that the FAA will approve on what's called a supplemental type certificate, which basically says we have an aircraft that we've approved. Now we've got an outside piece of equipment made by a third party, and that piece of equipment has to be approved. So you can imagine the kind of standards that this equipment has to be built under. This equipment alone is about $100,000 to $150,000 piece of equipment.
John, when a regular aircraft takes off, they have to file flight plans with the FAA. How does that differ in an air ambulance?
Not a whole lot, Mitch. We still have to track our aircraft through a process called flight following and flight locating. That's all done through a communications center that we have and it's operated out of Carson City. There is a lot of priority given in the U.S. airspace system to emergency aircraft. We use a special call sign, and that call sign tells the air traffic controller that we've got a critically sick patient on board. Sometimes you can also use that call sign for organ transplants and so forth. So it's not uncommon to hear the call sign, but what that call sign is telling the controller is that life is at stake, that we need immediate priority handling in order to get that patient from point A to point B as quickly as we can. So as an example, as you may or may not know, most people know that just east of Reno is this little place called Fallon, and in that little place called Fallon we train some of the best fighter pilots in the world. It's the Navy's Top Gun school out there. And there's a massive piece of airspace that's reserved for their use to train those great fighter pilots that defend our country. I have to tell you that I'm so thankful for the controllers, the military controllers, that control our aircraft through that space, because we often go through there on the way to northeastern Nevada, and I can't really think of a time where we have not been given priority handling even through that military airspace.
Wow.
They've allowed us to go through there in the interest of the patients that we're trying to help.
Are there any areas, restricted space, that you can't travel through?
I have not been over Area 51. They'll let you go along the outer skirts of it. They ask you a few questions about photographic equipment and U.S. nationals and so forth, but I've never been able to go really right through Area 51.
John, I want to thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to join us and to share your incredible business with our community. Thanks again for joining us.
Thanks, Mitch. I appreciate you chronicling us on your show.
And would you give them some information on how they could get a hold of you in case one of their friends or family members may need your services?
Absolutely. www.americanmedflight.com is the best way to get a hold of us. Our business office is 775-856-5800.
That's John Burrell, American MedFlight Inc., Air Ambulance. Thanks again for being here.
Thank you, Mitch.
For more information on this guest or to see this show in its entirety, visit nvbusinesschronicles.com. While you're there, you can watch all of our past shows on the Chronicles page and stay connected with us by following us on our social media. Now more from Nevada Business Chronicles. Today we're going to introduce you to one of the marvels of northern Nevada. If you want to protect your investment, the best place to do that is at Sierra Invisible Shield. Let's go meet them. It is an absolute privilege to introduce you to Sharon and Dexter Baker of Sierra Invisible Shield. Thank you so much for being on our show.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks, Mitch.
I would really appreciate it if you could show us where it all starts.
I'd love to. Come with me.
Sharon, family owned and operated is claimed by many businesses, but here at Sierra Invisible Shield, it really means something.
It does. It's so important to us. We have our sons, our grandsons that work here, and it's personal to us how well we do our job here.
That affords you the opportunity to really stand behind your work.
It does. In fact, our guarantee is 100% satisfaction for the customer because that's the most important thing for us.
Are people surprised when they walk in and find out that you're priced by the square foot, not the value of a car?
I think they are, because I have the ability to pull up the square footage for all of our patterns, and we do go by square footage, not by the size of the car, the price of the car. We go by square footage and not the number of pieces. So it ends up in a lot of cases being less than what the dealers would actually charge you for them.
And with more pieces covered as well.
More pieces covered as well, which is the best thing.
I think people are going to come get an invisible shield installed just to get one of these marvelous cookies.
I think they would. That's our thank you for our customers when they pick up their car. Well, along with our guarantee, we always give them a thank you cookie too.
How sweet,
It
literally.
It is sweet. Mitch, I think Dexter's out back waiting for you. He's got a few cars ready to go.
Oh, I'm looking forward to that.
Good.
What excites me the most is having the opportunity to share with our community what differentiates Sierra Invisible Shield from other so-called individuals that install bras.
What we've got right now for you, Mitch, is a 2015 Corvette Stingray. We finished it up today, and what sets us apart is this particular car's got a nice portion of the front fender that's done, the full front end bumper is done, but in this case we've done the full hood. We've done the full hood in film, but we've also wrapped the film and wrapped the edges to show no seam or line from the pattern. So as you see here, it wraps inside, and up front it wraps into the front.
I think a lot of people don't understand the importance of the fact that you wrap these edges. When a rock comes from something in front of you, the first place it wants to go is that front edge, and many other people that install them start an 1/8 or 1/4 of an inch back from that edge. So why have one if it's not going to protect that rock chip?
No, you're absolutely right. This film is stretched and wrapped under so it protects that leading edge. So when it goes down, it's seamless. One other interesting thing, Mitch, I want to show you is the computer has cut out in the film this logo. So we bring the film to the car that is a custom fit to the size of that logo. The whole front of this film is one single piece.
And you also do more pieces in your standard kit than your competitors typically do.
What I'd like to show you right now is our standard kit. We'll start out with the full front bumper, both headlights, the full hood, or a partial hood, depending on what the customer wants. We can do the louvers, we can protect them. Then I'll come along to the side, we'll do the mirrors, the throat area of the mirror. We've also been able to do the rockers down below, like a stone guard down here. On this Corvette model, we can also do this portion here. We've done the door cup here. We're going to do this rear portion. In fact, Mitch, what we can do is we can do the entire car. This particular owner may want the whole roof done. We can do the whole roof. We can do the back spoiler. We can do the back bumper or the stone guards down here. We can virtually do the whole car if the customer would like that.
What many people may not realize is manufacturers sometimes will put a piece in front of the rear wheel to try to prevent it from getting rock chips thrown up by the front, but often they don't fill a whole area, and you can do something about that.
Yes, Mitch. The industry is putting more film protection back in these areas, but like you said, they'll skimp a little bit and not do a full coverage. What some of our customers have requested that we remove the factory film and come in with a much larger piece covering a more uniform area and making it seamless.
So what are we doing on the computer?
What I've got going on right now, Mitch, is my son Tom has brought up a brand new pattern for the car that we're going to do today. And he's already measured certain critical areas, and now he's going to go in and make some fine-tuning adjustments to the pattern. What we're going to do is then save it, and then we're going to save the library, and then we're able to take it to the computer, take it to the cutter, and we'll show you how we're going to cut the film. What we're doing right now is we're aligning the film with the GraphTech cutter. So you're going to see the machine move back and forth, and it's going to align the film so it's ready to cut the 100 inches of film that we're going to do right now. As you can see in the pattern, here's the 2 headlights that have been weeded, and this is the excess material that's going to be thrown away, and then the rest of the pattern is hidden on this board, and Tom's going to be going after it with his small pick knife, and occasionally he'll go back to the computer and double check his pattern to make sure he's seeking out the next piece that's in the cut.
I'm sure I'm not the only one that would love to see you work your magic on a car. Can we do that?
We've got that one for you tonight, Mitch. It's the 4C Alfa Romeo. What we're doing right now is cleaning the top with an alcohol and a microfiber to get all of the lint, dust, and any debris that might have landed on the top.
What are they doing now?
We're taking the static out of the film, Mitch, right now. We're getting it nice and wet. We're pulling the backing paper off, and we're left with just the raw film that's going to be going right to the top of the Alfa. They're going to size it up, move it around. It needs to remain loose. There's a soapy solution underneath the film that went on with the water to make it more manageable.
I can already not see what you do.
It's invisible, Mitch.
I get that.
You get it now?
But
It's
people
invisible.
come in, they bring their car into you, they come back, they pick it up, and it looks the exact same.
Yeah, they just have to trust us.
This has been precision cut for accuracy, so they have to get this in precise location.
Right, what you're watching them do is lining the film up on all the edges before they start the squeegee process. Right now, this is a difficult area to be working in, and Reed is adding a little bit of alcohol and soap solution to help it tack faster, so the film will be forced to stay in a position low where he can work out the air.
I've known you for years, literally, and I've never seen this type of work being done, and I'm really excited about people knowing they can come here for this type of work.
Not many people think about it, but what this is a chain box for a Peterbilt. The film has been put on top of the polished aluminum because up and down the freeway, the highways, over the pass, this is going to get salt, grit, and sand, and it's going to damage the stainless steel. The film is going to help get more life out of it. In a few years from now, he can peel the film off, put a new piece of film on after it's repolished.
Fantastic. And what are you doing with this race car nose?
What we're going to do is to cover the first front of it, put the film on here so he can go through several series of races and take the debris off the racetrack and still look good at the end of the day.
Just fantastic, the different applications that you can do with this material.
It's pretty amazing, and we have a lot of fun doing it.
I'm certain you're going to have another truly satisfied Sierra Invisible Shield customer when they pick this car up. Thank you so much for being on our show and allowing us to see what it really takes to put one of these on. I want to make sure people know how to get a hold of you too.
You can find us on the website at sierrainvisibleshield.com and call us at 775-857-2606. We're located at 210 Coney Island Drive in Sparks, south of Gregg and west of McCarran.
For more information on this guest or to see this show in its entirety, visit nvbusinesschronicles.com. While you're there, you can watch all of our past shows on the Chronicles page and stay connected with us by following us on our social media. Now more from Nevada Business Chronicles. We're here today at Consign Furniture. They opened their first location in 2008 on Moana, moved to Market Street in 2009. Outgrowing that facility in 2014, they moved into this facility in the Sierra Center Shopping Plaza, and in 2015 added Consign Appliance. Let's go inside and meet the owner, Alan Rock. Alan.
Mitch, good to see you.
Good to see you. Thank you so much for agreeing to be on our show today. A lot of history of the Rock family in northern Nevada.
Yeah, my grandfather brought the family here in 1929. He worked for the railroad, and then in 1958 my dad opened Ideal Drug and Sparks, which was a staple business there for 40 years.
A lot of people will remember that, I'm sure.
A lot of people remember that, I'm sure. And in 1964 my grandfather was elected to the Sparks City Council, and he was their representative to the Regional Transportation Commission as part of that. And he envisioned that Sparks would need a north-south arterial street. He helped design and get Rock Boulevard figured out, so they named it after him.
Named the street after him. What a legacy in our community. That shows a lot of history.
Yeah, it does, for sure.
How did you get the idea to open Consign Furniture?
Well, after the drugstore, we sold our drugstore, and so I'd been in the retail business forever, and was kind of looking around for something to do, and figured out that there was a need for a consignment store in Reno. That there wasn't really, there had been some attempts, but no real consignment stores. So we just decided to give it a shot. We started out small, and now here we are today.
And just busting at the seams.
It grows every year. We're blessed to have it grow so fast.
For me, I'm always surprised every time I walk in here. I see something different, and you do too, I understand.
Like just this morning, I've been off for 2 days. I walk in and we've got a Wolverine, so
you never know what
you never know what's going to be in here.
Well, let's take a look around.
Sure. Okay.
Let's do it. Oh, this is something that you don't see every day.
No, you don't. This is a beautiful century dining room set with these cowhide covered chairs, top grain leather seats, and it's just a very, very unique piece.
Get a lot of high-end furniture in here.
We do. We get about 400 to 500 pieces of furniture every single week.
Well, let's take a look at some more.
Okay.
Alan, I'm fascinated. I have never seen a bed with a holster on it.
This is definitely a one-of-a-kind bed. This is one of those very unique pieces that we get. The consignor actually had it commissioned as a piece of art, and one artist did the headboard, one artist did the footboard, another artist carved the rest of the bed and put it all together to make this fabulous piece. And
somebody's got a pretty penny sunk into this.
He's got about $25,000 into this bed.
Fantastic piece of furniture.
It is. It's beautiful.
Well, doctor, what's the prognosis?
Well, you look pretty comfortable in this fancy Chase Lounge.
This is comfortable.
It's a very cool piece.
Very beautiful.
Very high quality, nice piece of furniture.
Absolutely love it. The first word that comes to my mind is eclectic.
This is very eclectic, and you're not going to see one of these. The consignor says it's an exact replica of an emperor's bed. And I've never seen one like it. Thousands of beds through here, never seen one like this.
Never seen anything like it either.
It's very cool, though.
It's fun coming in here and looking around.
You never know what you're going to find. Never.
Alan, do you work with a lot of interior designers, interior decorators here?
Oh, we have a lot of interior designers that come in that are customers, and we have a resident interior designer on our staff, so when customers come in and they have questions, they can always ask her. I'd like to introduce you to her. This is Elizabeth. Mitch.
Elizabeth.
Very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Well, now that I'm with an interior designer, we should take a look around.
Well, let's go.
All right,
Thank
perfect, you betcha.
Elizabeth, are you trying to tell me something about my family?
I think that speaks for everyone's family, Mitch.
Could be. I see a lot of entertainment centers here.
We have a wide variety of entertainment centers, styles, colors. Every day is something new, 4 to 6 truckloads per day.
You got a shortwave, police band, and broadcast of Philco. Must be a historic piece of furniture and just a great, great piece.
Yes, it is. And that's what's always exciting to come here every day.
Well, there's something else that's very interesting that you were saying you were going to show me. Let's take a look over there.
Let's go.
Welcome to paradise.
Thank you, sir.
Elizabeth, are you serious for real? I mean, a sauna?
We're in a sauna. That's right. That's what I love about my job. You never know what you're going to come in to see.
Never know. I would have never imagined that you had a sauna at Consign Furniture.
We have two.
Two of them.
Two saunas.
Well built, beautiful construction.
Very good for you.
I was shocked, affordable.
Yes.
People
very
would be
affordable.
surprised.
Yes.
And good for your skin.
Absolutely. Good for your body all over.
How fun.
Yes.
You truly do have something for everyone and every room.
And every budget.
You know, I'm surprised. This is a pool table with accessories under $700.
Absolutely. And also a variety of billiard lights as well.
I'm sure a lot of people want to know how the consignment works.
Absolutely. And for that, I would like to introduce you to Remington.
Let's do that.
All right.
Remington,
Mitch, good to see you.
good to see you too. A card table. I never know what I'm going to see when I come in here. I love it. I love coming in here and coming back and just seeing the variety, the diversity of things you carry here.
Oh yes, definitely. New unique items come to the door every day. That's what makes it fun to work here.
Well, pardon the pun, but how does the deal work?
So basically we make it as convenient as possible, from everything from picking up to bringing back, doing the pricing, as well as cleaning the furniture, putting it on the floor, selling it, and sending you a check in the mail once it does sell.
Well, that sounds really easy. What are the top reasons people consign with you?
Other than convenience, we like to say safety. We hear from consigners every single day. They don't want people coming to their house, so they're strangers, and they would rather just make it easy and have us come pick it up, bring it back here, and take care of all the work for them.
I imagine that there's times where there's an estate, for an example, that's being liquidated, and that you can really give them a one-stop place to do all of that.
Definitely, it makes it easy for them.
And people moving, being relocated, a lot of reasons to use you.
A lot of reasons for people consigning. Oh yes, definitely so.
Oh, fantastic. What a wonderful day it's been coming in and taking a look at all the fantastic furniture and game room supplies that you have. What a joy it has been to be here. Thanks for having us.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
I can imagine that some people watching this right now are thinking, wow, maybe I need to redecorate. Do some people redecorate multiple times a year?
Yeah, some people do it 4 times a year with the seasons, you know. Buy stuff, consign it, buy new stuff.
How easy is that?
Makes it fun.
Makes it fun and exciting. And then there's also another addition to your family.
Right, we have a consign appliance over at 155 Glendale in Sparks, and that sells household appliances, washers, dryers, refrigerators, stoves, all that.
And I want to thank you again for having us here and make sure that people know how to get a hold of the Consign Furniture store as well.
Sure, Consign Furniture, our phone number is 775-824-0222, and you can find us on the internet at consignfurniturenow.com.
Thanks so much again for having us.
Thank you.
For more information on this guest or to see this show in its entirety, visit nvbusinesschronicles.com. While you're there, you can watch all of our past shows on the Chronicles page and stay connected with us by following us on our social media. For information on becoming a guest on our show, contact us at info@nvbusinesschronicles.com. We hope you enjoyed the show. Thanks for watching. Tune in next week at the same time for more from Nevada Business Chronicles.